Oh, it's showing connection unstable again. That's very upsetting. Which one am I attached to right now? Hey, sorry guys. I know this is like riveting as hell.
I mean, on another note, this microphone I have is really good.
Oh yeah?
And the city that I live in is really loud.
Okay. Just gonna run a little speed test, make sure I got everything going appropriately.
Microphone's on.
Do. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not gonna get any better than that. Welcome to a little sunrise action at our place. Yeah, so hey, I might as well wait till a few more people get here, but morning, Edward. Morning, alternative coin taker. Okay. Takes alternative coins. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I feel like somebody should create a real world vending machine called alternative coin taker. And you can just put any currency you want except for the currency of the country you live in.
Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. It's like just cool stuff. That's it. None of that old worldy nonsense. Yeah, so we got so much stuff going on. You know, I worked all weekend on the UPList, which is closed. Begging me to get on the UPList at this point, which I mean, no cool person has done, but begging me to get on the UPList is a surefire way to never get on it. Like, not like next time, but like if you talk to me, I'll never do it. And the reason for that is like, I open up my DMs, like, listen, anybody who wants to tell me what, you know, their visions and hopes and dreams they have for the UPLift and what they want to do with it, you know, I'm going to entertain all that stuff. I literally spent like 15, 16 hours on it over the weekend, responded to over 300 DMs. And I think it's going to be a little while before I can respond to DMs without, being a little snippy. I'm a little punch drunk, but it was great. Like, it was a lot of work, but it was really good. Got about 900 people on the UPList. We're going to be selling some rail in Uplift, which is a new map that is coming out. And yeah, Anders, we'll send you a link, buddy, for sure. Bring it in, homie. And for every piece of rail that gets bought, we're going to be language. We're going to be giving away a piece of land in the Uplift as well. Right, for the totally like weird lack of language there. Hey Jimmy, can you get him a thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna send him one right now.
Cool. Oh, he's already here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I did not understand what you were saying there.
Yeah, well, you get
bro.
You get a link anyway. Just, you know, if you're gonna take the piss,
if you're gonna yak, you should at least do it in person.
Yeah, do it live.
Right.
So we were going to we were gonna have Greg on the stream today. And we were gonna do South Central Chicken Caw tour, but Greg is preoccupied with other things, and at the last minute, and so we decided, well, we're gonna come in here and we're still gonna tour some stuff, but maybe we're gonna tour some other things.
Yeah,
other worlds. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. No, it could be. I started making a list. I posted some pictures in the Telegram today, just some stuff that we got to over the weekend when we were kind of hanging out, and where should I go next? And people just started rifling off places to go visit. So I think we should just go all over the place. Anyway, gratitudes. Let's do some.
Sure. I'm grateful for unexpected journeys.
Did you just like come up with that on top of your head?
Yeah, it was. Those are the best ones. When I think about it, I confuse myself.
Fair enough. Well, your instincts are pure gold as usual. I'm grateful for Anders ball busting this morning. Good at it. Keeps me humble. You know what? I'm adding another one. I see TC all over the place. doing all sorts of awesomeness. I'm just grateful that TC's around.
Yeah, alternative coin taker. I concur. That would be great name for a YouTube channel.
What's that?
Alternative coin taker. It's
right?
A good screen.
I'm here for it.
We got an interesting week coming up, Corey.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, we got like some really fun, new, mostly almost all new guests coming up. So tomorrow, well, we're doing the journeys. We're doing the journey series all week again. So we got Alpaca Worlds this week. We got Lisa Chandler from Crown this week. We've got a couple others that I kind of forget about. But our show this week is on tomorrow. We have NKCSS. On Wednesday, Nick, right? On Friday, we have Steve McGarry. On Thursday, we have Miss Teen Crypto and the Crypto Roundtable with the podcast crew from the Crypto Roundtable. So,
yeah, it's gonna be good.
We've got some pretty cool people. Hi, Anders. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit hot in here. It's like 30 degrees Celsius inside my office right now. It's very cozy. Very not like Sweden.
Right?
Yeah, but it's all good.
I watched an interview of yours last week, and it was brilliant. If you haven't watched it, go watch Corey and Blue and Yoshi on the stream with Anders. That was an amazing interview all around. It was really, really awesome.
It was a fun
definitely
chat.
Worth checking it out. Yeah, it was super fun.
Right? I linked it today on Twitter, or was it yesterday? No, it was today. Every time goes fast. It was today.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because like I think I watched it live, which meant I didn't sleep very early, or I slept very early, which was super late, and I was kind of tired today.
There you go.
But it was well worth it. I mean,
nice. So what is happening?
We're just hanging out. We were gonna go. Greg was supposed to be on, but he ended up being busy. I got a list of stuff people sent me for places to go today. There's just so many places I haven't even fricking been. Yeah, I think I got TB back, which is cool because I kind of run the place. I think that'd be all right.
They banned you for it.
Yeah, right.
Corey, can I be on the up list?
You know, it's like it's. Was there somebody over there? What is this? Oh yeah, there it is. It's coming in. So yeah, this is one of the J.R. Young sent me this one. This is a huge behemoth built by the Blockhead builders. I kind of dig it. I don't hate this at all.
Like that's a pretty cool spiral staircase.
Right? It's fancy. Get some QR code action up there. Eventually. I like it. What's going on with you, Anders? What's up?
I'm just looking at this guy here.
Oh, what's that dude doing?
You're supposed to hit him.
So, Anders, you know what else we should check out? I'll put it on the list. It doesn't have to be right now, but we should go check out. They've laid the rails in Gratitude now, and we've got new rails in Gratitude. They're pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They are everywhere.
They're glass covered. Like we've got covered rails. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I
was gonna have an interview today with Warp Brothers, but there was a miscommunication, so that will happen later. I'm very excited about that. Warp Brothers is like a electronic. It's a DJ that was big. I don't know how many years ago when I was younger, like 15 years ago. Made a bunch of big remixes that most people that are into electronic and techno music will have heard, even if they don't know the name of them. And they're doing some NFT stuff. So hey, I'm there.
That's cool.
Yeah, will happen on Thursday instead. So that's nice.
JY was telling me apparently there's a bat cave, which I have never been to. Check that out.
Bat cave.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it actually.
Oh yeah.
Before, and it is really cool. I forgot about it.
All right. Is it under the ocean? Down there. Through the hole.
Whoa. No. There's something.
Well, okay.
Bat cave is gone.
Yeah.
So
Well,
why do
now we're
people want to
underwater.
be on the app list, Corey?
Yeah, we're doing. I mean, ultimately, we're gonna be using it for a lot of stuff. But the first thing we're using it for is you'll be able to get in on the rail sale that we're gonna do in the new Uplift map, which is basically gonna be like London. And for every piece of rail that you manage to buy, you're gonna get a piece of land. And we were talking about like maybe even adding it so that like you have a statistical chance to get 2 instead of 1, but I haven't decided about that yet. We're going to talk about that today. So yeah,
what? Well,
and that's going to happen in a couple days.
One of the things that we are going to do though is that we're going to ensure that the sale is long enough so that everyone who's on the up list has a chance to get at least one. They should be able to get at least one. So this is something new that we've never done before, and that was kind of the point. And this is one of the reasons that we kind of have to, take a break from it, is because we got shit to do. We got, statistical stuff to work out. And if we just keep adding people, we're no better than the central banks that just keep money and screwing people over. So let's just stop it for a while and see what happens.
What?
That was a weird turn, right?
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I haven't had anywhere near enough coffee for this shit yet. Also, like, whoever
what
this
if I
is
want
that
to
just
buy
like,
a lot of land? How do I do that?
Well, then you can buy it from people on the secondary market, maybe.
Well, no, you could like chance. There's gonna be more than, because like if there was 900 people on the list, there's gonna be 1,400 pieces of rail, right? Not everybody on the list is gonna want to buy on this thing, right? So like, I'm expecting people to get at least 2 if they want to. And still, like, I don't think it's gonna sell out. It's not designed to, right? Now, granted, like with the free, extra land, it's a good enough deal that it might, I suppose. But yeah, no, I think you'll just do the cooldown and get as many as you want that way, and just stay on it. You should be good.
What's the cooldown?
I don't. What did we decide on the cooldown? I think like Jimmy wanted it to be like 900 years or something crazy.
No, it's 6 hours. We decided on the 6-hour cooldown period.
Yeah, I think that's right. I keep going back to like 30 minutes because 6 hours sounds crazy. But like, if you're gonna wait 30 minutes or 6 hours, that's not too huge, and it does give people a chance. In like, this is freaking mental. What the hell's going on here? It gives people a chance that are in different time zones to access the sale. You know what I mean? Like, it increases the probability that everybody who wants to get at least one will be able to get at least one, which is the whole freaking point, right? Like that's what nice. We want to do. Yeah. Jimmy was the one pushing for that, and he's totally right. I don't know what this is, but like, really freaking cool. Bravo. Oh, this is the Batcave. We were just in the wrong place.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you can't really get that wrong. It's a giant. Like, what's this? What's this thing? Yeah, rail right now. I think it's about 5K wax, give or take, because we always go off the kind of the average of the lowest 10 rail price, and not like the unopened one, but like actual rail. You know what I mean? Because there were some packs from back in the day that people are sitting on and haven't opened yet, which I think is completely mental. But you do you, boo. They're actually way more expensive, and we're not.
People don't open rails, don't open packs.
Yeah,
on wax.
I just like, right. It's probably all Ken Bozak. That fuck.
I should check and make sure mine are all open. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, gallery room.
I have a small list of lands now.
Hey, what's that shadow? Oh, sorry, I thought that was something moving. I like Martin's comment. This is definitely the standard. Now you get 2 trees on a rail. So much easier than Mondo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was the start price for rail and CK was $2,900. This is the thing. Like, we go off what the price is at the time, so that we're not undercutting people, right? And so much so that instead of giving people a deal on the rail, we're giving them land instead. Which I really like. I wanted to make sure that whoever gets on this uplist is really benefited from it. That's kind of the whole point, right? And to get on there, you had to impress somebody on the team, or you had to impress some people like Anders that were running community. I'm literally trying to run through glass like a moron. Sorry about that. Yeah, so like, we wanted it to be community facing, so you kind of had to build something or be sort of conspicuously helpful in the community, that kind of thing. So not only is it like anti-bot, people coming in and buying up stuff to flip it, which is fine sometimes, but just not all the time. So we wanted to make the sale more about the real people that are building things and doing things in the community. And I think it worked. Like, I think we got some really, really awesome signal to noise ratio on the list that we put together. Yeah, it isn't going to be. Yeah, I think it's all right. I feel like I'm in a hidden place now.
All
right, well, this has been fun. Good thing I have TP.
That's such a good name for it.
Right?
That's
that the whole other building?
Let's go.
Yeah, that's really cool too. That's a nice view.
Crazy pants.
I don't know what that is. Is it?
All right, hey, shout out to Samantha, who's been super freaking awesome in the. I gotta get over to London, so I'll do that after. She sent me over a plot of hers. There's the mega store too. I wanted to check that thing out. Let's go to Edwards. What were we saying, Anders?
No, I was just saying. Are you surprised that I put in another request for a feature to your devs?
What did you request? Whoa.
No, it's okay. So I don't think this is actually that important for most people, but it is for those that have community plots that you want to be able to whitelist people based on having an asset ID. Like, if they have an asset from my collection and have entered their Minecraft account inside your database.
Oh, I like that.
Then I can randomize them to whitelist on my land. So I can rotate based on that they have applied, like they have entered their Minecraft account. That means that they want to play.
Right. So they've registered it. I really like that, actually, because we're gonna need
with my slices, and I can have new month. I can use new templates, and I can whitelist people.
So, and one of the things we want to do is have it set up so that we can do ticketed events, which is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It would just be on a time function or whatever. So yeah, no, I love that. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. We're gonna go over to check Edward's spot out here in a second. But this is Spawn now. We finally put something over here, and we're going to be having all the community, places that have joined us. All these little alcoves. Wow, I can't English. Alcoves. It's not hard. We're gonna put pictures up, like logos up of any observation and EOS USA and Alien Worlds.
You don't need to have Michael.
What's that?
You don't need Michael.
Yeah, we don't need that mother effer. Anyway, so yeah, right. Yeah, we're gonna totally skip him. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. This whole building is gonna be like an ode to all the communities that started Genesis out. It's been a big deal. They've been pouring their hearts and souls out for this community from before we even opened. So we're just gonna have like a little thing. And also, I think there's a trampoline. Bounces. I'm easily amused. Anyway, what was I saying before we bounced? So yeah, that rail sale is going to be a couple days from now. I think we're going to get all the details out, figured out this morning. And
I actually woke up this morning and felt like, oh, it was yesterday. I missed it. And then I woke up and I felt like, no, it wasn't yesterday.
Yeah, no, it should be good. And that's the thing. Like, even if you sleep through the initial part of it, you'll be able to, like, for sure be able to get inside the 6-hour window where people can only grab one.
Nice.
Yeah, because Anders is the type of guy who always sleeps through NFT releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been in one.
Never. He's the guy who beats me every single freaking time.
I did sleep through the Brossman one. I'm sorry, but I did. Like it was 3 a.m. my time. It's impossible.
Whoever did this, well done.
Yeah, is that like one of those?
It's like a little jar, but it has like an entire ecosystem in it.
Yeah, like those. What do you call them? Like sphere garden things. That's really cool.
It is really cool. Well played. Whoever that is, let me know. I would like to give you a shout out. Just some solid stuff. It's like, look at how freaking busy this place is now. It's like shit going on. Like it. All right, well, yeah. So I love trampolines. I like trampolines too. It's freaking brilliant.
So, what's the most exciting thing happening right now out of the few things you're doing?
I mean, so the uplist kind of ate our whole life getting that stuff squared away, for the weekend, just because we wanted to make sure everybody who especially like all the OGs, like basically everybody who really needed to be on it, deserved to be on it, got on it, which I think we got almost everyone. Sorry, just seeing Morton. I'll get to your question here in a second. So yeah, we're gonna do that sale and everything after that. Like at the very end of the month, we're doing a mining rig sale, which we haven't really talked about. But the prices are going to be a lot more accessible. It's going to be a timed thing. Our Upliftium is going to be mined out in pools, so it's not an exact number, but basically means that people can buy into those specific pools as much as they want. And there's probably going to be a bunch of free land we give away there too, because I'm like legitimately I want to figure out how to give away $1 million worth of free land before the end of the month. And I think with this we should probably get about maybe a third of it. But with the mining rig thing, I think we're going to be able to give out the rest of it. And to Morton's question, it's actually rail in Uplift, and the free land is going to be in Uplift as well. Not gratitude. Gratitude, we were talking about doing some 10% for the pre-sale of that, which is something we will be doing for the uplist. That's going to be next month now. So we're going to be doing pre-sales for gratitude, just for the uplist, just so everybody's aware of that. What's going on?
And sorry,
Anders.
Yeah, I also got very happy because EOS USA died from a zombie.
It's just like, what happened? Oh, my friend died. He got zombie killed.
we were chatting. We were chatting about this last night. This gratitude's going to change a lot in the next few days, because as many of you know, just last week, most of the communities like Anders and other communities in there, they got their community plots, which they'll be letting people build on or divvying them out or doing whatever they decide to do. And Genesis as well. So these worlds, I think, are in for a whole world of, massive people coming in and building and doing some really amazing things. So I'm pretty excited about that. When people
I've already whitelisted a few people that I started to play around. It's nice.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
Like,
it's fun.
For a lot of people, it's hard to throw out 5,000 wax to get a piece of land to build on. But if I can rotate people and they have a chance to play, they can partake in the community and they can have some fun. That's awesome. Yeah,
it's good stuff. I really like your idea about like having access to your land be codified into your NFTs. Like that's just super smart. By the way, so I think this is Samantha's plot over here, and I can't walk to save my own life. Look at this little castle that she made. This is awesome. Colored sheep going on. And I must say, not an unrespectful amount of thousands of them. Anders.
Of what?
What? What are you talking about? I don't even know.
What did I do? What happened?
Public village or town hall. Got some Got some cats in here.
I have no villagers.
This is some really nice detail in this.
Oh
in
man,
this
you
place.
can totally
This
jump
is
up there.
Really.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is crazy. Gotta get like some Samantha. We'll get Jen. You know, once you have some Upliftium, picture installs are live, of course. Costs 100,000 Upliftium to get a high def picture. You know, your logo or NFT or whatever you want to do. Put up there. You just have to talk to Jen about it. So yeah, these are all the villagers. They're just they've been voluntold to hang out in these little booths forever.
I love volunteer friendship.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, wait, forced friendship?
Wow, they're so. Wow, this is pretty intense. Who does this? Oh, is this the Mega Store? I went to the Mega Store, not the London thing. This has to be the Mega Store, right? Where am I right now? F3. This is 200, 300, 400. Where am I?
I'm just swapping paper for gems.
For gems?
Yeah.
All right. So this isn't even JY's Mega Store, but it's a pretty freaking mega store. I'll throw that out there. And I have so much to learn. Seriously, guys, I've been so freaking busy with everything. This morning I woke up and like, man, I just really want to get back into the Uplift and just hang out and play because like I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, the detail in that is amazing.
Really
good.
Good
tile work. I'm
really good.
Impressed.
Yeah, solid stuff.
What's the best way to get Upliftium before the rig sale?
Before the rig sale? I mean, the best way to get Upliftium is just to have land right now, or all the other stuff.
I only have 155,000. I need more.
No, I know. We all need more, and that's why, like, right now, Flow, one of our main
logo.
I know it's not even good. It's not. Well, you get like everybody who has a community. You know, you get 2, right, for free. Like if you, yeah. For your anybody that has been granted a community plot. Gets 2 photo installs for free. Just, I mean, you guys have been such a help for the community or whatever. We just wanted to be able to do that. So
I feel like I told you that when we had the last stream. And you were
with how much information we're all taking in. Like, I'm not gonna get butthurt if people don't remember literally.
I think Jim is lying.
That's possible. You freaking lying liar face.
He had too much sake that day, probably.
I'm not never.
He never does that. Not on days that end in. Oh no.
There is no such thing as too much sake. I can confirm that.
Oh, is this the mega store? It must be.
Yeah, I went here a couple weeks ago or a week ago. It's really fun. If you can find it on the ground level, go look around in the mega store first.
There it is.
But if you can find it on the ground level, there's a whole horse racing track. Yeah, it's like crazy. They built a horse racing track that you can like ride the horses around and like jump over like little bars and stuff. Like it's pretty interesting. And so we're thinking about putting together a little bit of a crew or a little bit of a plot list for the Olympics. I think it'd be really fun to do like an Olympic event because there's like a lot of communities or individuals who have built like boat races. There's the Mario Kart thing. There's a few plots that like you'd be able to race through. Like, I mean, I say we just like randomly like drop people into like the depths of hell in Anders' underground pyramid. And the first person to actually get to the surface like wins, because that's going to be an endeavor and a half, right? Like,
right.
So, but I'd like to see like community plots, and I'd like to have people do this like kind of.
For the record, I would absolutely love for portals to cost 5 wax. What the hell happened there? Somebody just died in there. Or is that like
you're not allowed to do that, are you? Or can you?
I don't know.
You cannot charge.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't think you can. But it would be really cool.
Be nice, though.
Well, here's the thing: like the Uplift can't, right? But like players could. Like players are allowed to buy and sell amongst themselves whatever they want, right? So, so we would have to figure out some way to put you in control of that. Which I don't know how we could do that yet. But
so just slow up here, and if you turn those helmets, I believe, or those blocks on the right hand side. I believe those are Zestras. I think that Zestras put some
right.
some stuff.
Oh yeah,
stuff
so
in the
the
store.
heads and stuff. Yeah, those are cool. So yeah, this is the thing. Like people are buying and selling stuff anyway, right? And so it's just a store, and you pay 30 wax or 40 wax or whatever, and they just throw the sword at you, and it's just like stuff that's happening, and I don't hate that at all.
Tech Geek has a good question. You can do whatever you want, just not in the game.
Well, but I think even in the game, players can do whatever they want. So as an example, you could set pass through deny, like and we're not going to do this yet, but as like let's say you were having a ticketed event, right? Yeah. We would set your plot to pass through deny, right? And then anybody who got whitelisted with one of your NFTs, when we get that working, because I completely agree we have to do that. I think that's too good of an idea not to do. Also, I think this is like an illegal use of Rail. That's interesting.
Right.
I mean, good work. I mean, like solid work though. Like the amount of work that's already gone. Like this is a survival map, right? Like the amount of work that goes into this is just completely bonkers.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, you could have it set so that only people with tickets could actually get in, which is interesting, right? And then you're buying and selling those things out of the game.
They say punch a sign. You need to go and punch a sign.
I mean, okay.
Release the rage.
You mean that like generally? Because that is a feature that we're working on currently.
I think so. I think
where
so.
You punch sign, get thing.
In the store, I think you will get something.
Oh yeah.
Just don't break it.
That's the thing. Like I don't want to. I don't want to break anything. That'd be really bad. I don't know how much admin. I haven't had admin powers for a while, and I don't. I don't want to test.
Yeah, he says punch a sign to get an NFT. That's what he wants.
Oh yeah. No, that's something we're working on. So right now, like our main priority is to get the Upliftium drip working, right? Because we've got everybody has land and like a little bit of gear and stuff, and we're doing the mining rig sale, at the very end of this month, and people are stoked about that. So like that's kind of priority number one, right? Like get all that stuff working. So that you're earning a bunch of Upliftium in our system, and you'll be able to use it for a bunch of different things. First one being, of course, the picture installs and stuff. And we have some.
This is so good. You're updating me on everything happening. I'm so grateful for this.
You
should add it to a sign later. What's
that?
You should add my that I'm grateful for you updating me on everything happening.
Oh man,
sign.
No problem. I should probably just do like 5-minute like, hey, this is what's happening videos more often, but it's more fun.
Hard.
It's more fun talking to you.
Yeah. Conversation.
Well, and I like that people have to read between the lines, because like
yeah.
If I have to read between the lines half the time, I kind of feel like the community should too. Right?
Collective Altar has more than 1 million Upliftium. Fucking A, dude. That's ridiculous. That's awesome. It's like 9 times more than I have. So Soul Canard says players who play on Uplift who don't own land or an Upliftium for playing correct. 100% correct. That is absolutely accurate. They earn just for wandering around right now. Eventually, we are going to add in more player activities that actually earn Upliftium as we study it and get like all the basic shit done first.
Nice.
That's the game plan. That's the game plan.
And also remember that
how good will they be?
So that's a good question.
Will it be a booster? Will it be a passive thing? Will it be?
So yeah, no, it's gonna have the battery on it, right? And you're gonna have a chance of having like a really uncharged battery or a very charged battery, right? Statistically, instead of doing rarity levels, we're doing small share of the pool or large share of the pool, that kind of thing. And so we're gonna have the way I would think about it is the pool for this rig sale will be commensurate to the amount of Aether that is assigned to, say, the rig 1 sale, right? So it will be very non-trivial in amounts. Is sort of what we're going for, right? Because we're recognizing that everyone needs Upliftium to do stuff. We're like,
but you said Ether per
Aether. Yeah. Just like the main like being such an R planet degen. that's sort of
like as an example how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you meant that I was a bit confused. I thought you meant that that the rigs would give ether or cost ether. That's what I was confused.
Oh no. Like so the entire pool for Aether for the entire mining thing. So like literally everybody's Aether that's coming out of those things, right? Like we want to have the pool be that good.
That's good. I need more passive generation of tokens.
Well, and it's gonna be really interesting too. We've got some really interesting ideas about. That's some really interesting ideas. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Nice.
Oh. I'm in with my
teasing.
Yep. Anyway, I'll turn this off. So, Anders, what's going on? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm buying a farm. That's what's going on with me. I'm focusing a lot on that. I was there for, I don't know, 5 hours yesterday, walking around, buying a tractor and all of those cool things.
Well, that's super fun. I love it. That's just
crazy.
Right? Yeah, Anders has been out, farming crypto and NFTs, and then he's like, well, screw it, let's get a real farm. I think that's perfect.
The deposit is all 100% from NFTs. Like
that's brilliant. I absolutely.
And in Sweden, you need 25% of the property as a deposit. It's not like in US where you can go with 1% or whatever you joke you can do.
It's 20 here now too, pretty much.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, they had
unless you have enough money.
Well, yeah. Well said. Unless you're rich already,
you have the less money you need.
that has always been entirely true. Yeah, TC, about the interesting ideas, I'll fill you in off air on a couple things. One, it was actually a constraint that I was really worried about. That I've just been racking my brain on how to deal with it to make the whole system work. And the solve is actually 5 to 10 times better than our original plan, which I just love it when I love it when a good plan comes together. Yeah, it's fucking fascinating is what it is. Like where all this stuff is going, we've been like, once you understand what we're going to be doing with Upliftium, it'll all make sense because you've seen a lot of the pieces before. But it's where a lot of these things are now going. And it's endlessly fascinating. And it's going to, probably make some people some money. And by probably, I mean like I mean, well, this is always the thing, right? Like, and Blue and I talk about this all the time. We're going to keep working on the systems that we're building until we're aping in harder than on anything else by a factor of like 4. Right? Like when we're like, oh my God, we need way more money so that we can buy more Yoshi coins, right? We did that. Then we had a lot of Yoshi coins. And then on the back end, we're like, how do you make these Yoshi coins worth what we just did? and we are, right? Oh, by the way, there was something with the Yoshi coins thing. We got more complaints about it, which I think is
can you go through what actually happened there?
We
saw a message today.
I mean, it is what it is. People complain, and we adjusted. We adapted.
I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I don't want to talk about my thoughts about it. We're just going to end up building some things that make all of it irrelevant. So your Yoshi coins now, obviously, they're little Upliftium miners. They're going to count as that. But what I'm personally doing, like, we can't target those anymore, right? The last thing we sent out, we gave everybody 20 days to burn or sell their Yoshi coins, and excuse me, and then you wouldn't get the drops of goodness or whatever. Now, so we did this other drop, and people still complained. And I think the biggest thing is now people are asking if they can do that as well, and Fabian and Jonah are having to tell projects that they can't. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but they're getting a lot of requests for that. And I don't know if it's like a technical constraint because it might put some pressure on their system or something. I don't know, right? But they asked.
I think they are afraid of spam.
Well, this is the thing. Like the spam. If you don't want spam, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
there is a risk with that. I don't
Maybe.
want to say it on stream. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that's all right. And either way,
There's a thing that can be abused.
Okay. And when we definitely don't want that. And it's like, and they even said it's one thing for us to be doing it. They know us and we've been around for a while or whatever. But when, it's like 100 projects we're doing this, like I'm trying to understand their point of view as much as I possibly can. So one thing is that to get the drops from Yoshi drops, you're going to want to trade in as many of your Yoshi coins as you possibly can to get either the clear or the black. Again, those things are going to be uplifting miners as well, but they're also going to be mining Yoshi bucks. Down the road. So, it's going to be better anyway. Just for context, I've got about 1,300 Yoshi coins. I'm going to be trading them all in today. And then probably buying more. Because I'm a DJ.
Oh, then I need to trade in all my have. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a non-trivial lift. I completely get that. And now, granted,
so
like
if I update them, I can then take those and update later if I want a higher level.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's one of the solves that we have is that basically, like, if you want a higher level, you just like I think the gold or silver or whatever it is. The silver is the next one to come out. Is going to be 90. So just 3 blacks, right? So it's all going to be a denomination of some of the lower ones, and that too, like. That's such a hint about the whole future of everything. It's weird that you can use these NFTs as like, currencies that almost have a denomination.
Crazy.
Or like point cards that, have benefits, right?
Each time Corey drinks coffee, he said something he should not say on stream.
Basically, that's more or less what it is. Edward, does your membership get less upliftium than the army of Yoshi coins? Because they're in pools, I actually don't have a good answer for that, but I would bet money
how much?
That $100 that 30 Yoshi coins will earn less upliftium than 1 black. That's my firm suspicion. I'm trading all mine in so that, collect from that what you will. Any reason to hodl Yoshi coins instead of upgrading? Maybe price, like just coming up with a reason. If Yoshi coins become more scarce, right? Because we're getting them back in and we're going to find some inventive ways to kind of get them back out into the ecosystem. Because it's just, we're going to use them basically as currency, right? Like you're basically buying a black membership with these Yoshi coins. And then, we can either sell them or send them out as more promos or do whatever, right? The downgrade is not available at this time, which we actually hadn't considered. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it all breaks down. They might, just to be super honest, like Yoshi coins might get scarce enough as we run through this process at certain times that the price moves, and like some people might be like, oh, I could have sold them for, more money or whatever. I don't know. Right. Like how all this stuff works. It's all market dynamics. My usual rule is to be doing all of it. Have a little bit in literally everything so that you can sort of feel like you win as much as possible. That's just me trying to game my own psychology.
Is that a FOMO?
Well,
yeah, totally. It's like it's a defense against FOMO for me personally, right? If I'm balancing my portfolio and my actions across all the cool shit that I love, then when stuff happens, like there's that rally car thing or whatever, right? Yeah.
I'm just farming carrots.
Yeah, exactly. The Nova rally thing that just came out. It sounds like something that I might get into, but I'm not going to get into it because I'm in like a gazillion things already, and I get to be happy with that, right? Because there's like a huge amount of stuff, even just within Yoshi coins. Like I'm trying to get as much of everything as I can, but not like I'm not going to go all the way into blacks, for example.
But do you have a K token then? That's the first DeFi on Wax.
I don't have
Why?
that. But I heard about. I don't know. I literally heard about it today. Like, is that something I need to be in on?
Let's just say it like this. I have over 2 million.
Jesus Christ! Where do we get it?
This total supply is 25 million.
Jesus Christ!
You can get it from their smart contract until all tokens are issued. When all tokens are issued, you can only find them in the secondhand market.
Well, that's how all this should work. All right, so like, Hook a
You
brother
just
up.
send wax to
Hey,
their contract.
Quit telling TC about this because he's gonna go freaking get it all for fuck's sake.
You send it to the smart contract, and then you get 22.5 Kate per wax you send in. Until they are out of Kate, until they are all minted, and then you can stake them on Alcor in the liquidity pool, and you will like when they earn on NFTs like in Our Planet or Uplift or Alien Worlds or all other NFTs that they buy.
Yep.
A portion of that goes to create, like it swaps to wax so they can add it to the contract and get more Kate.
Yeah.
But if they are all minted, they have to buy it from the secondhand market to send it out to the liquidity pool holders.
Yeah. See,
so
we talked about doing a couple different things around that. That's smart. I'm glad somebody's doing it. It was inevitable.
But that's not everything. You know why?
I don't.
Because you can at any time send the Kate token back to that contract and get 1 wax per 25 Kate. So there's a bottom price for it. So if it goes down in price, you will get your wax back.
That's kind of really smart.
Yeah, that's
so it's a contract back with wax. So I'm very happy with it.
I mean, yeah, no, that sounds fancy.
I mean, imagine how many less pissed off people there would be if that would have been the case with like people who sent their Ethereum or their Bitcoin into EOS back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
or even Titan.
Right? Like, yeah, well, so and for like me, to go like just to go back, like don't underestimate anything, right? Like whatever gets created by anyone in the system, they're just kind of guessing at the best possible way that they think it will work. Like it's free market, and the market itself will take over. Like do you remember Lend? Like Lend was a dead coin which became Aave, which skyrocketed overnight, right? And like anything could happen. Like we're in this phase where people are doing things and the market is wide open. Like somebody could turn around tomorrow and create something new that like could just go crazy. Like TC, yeah, right? Like I thought about doing that like way back in the day when I first got into crypto. Just buy one of every coin. I can't do that anymore. Like it's like but I know what you mean, right? Like it's like, yeah, just like diversify as much as you can into the projects that you believe in and that you have time for, and probably you'll do okay, I would imagine. Right? You just need more wins than losses. That's all you need. And I mean, we're planning on winning, so just that's a hint.
Yeah. So how do you get into this freaking thing, dude? Don't tell TC though.
I just sent you a private message on Telegram.
Thanks. TC, I'll tell you right. I can't get a whole bunch, but I'll
the contract is called K token res. You can also go to my account Anio and look at my last transfers, and you will find it.
That's true. It could be fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
see, this is the other thing too. Like adding LP, benefits to stuff is something that I've been thinking about a lot. Like
you have on any LP, you have the impermanent loss risk.
Yeah.
And like if one of the tokens increases you will probably lose some value. But that's part of it, I guess.
It's kind of relative though too, right? Like it's basically like when you say lose the value, it's like if you held and then sold one for the other at the extent, right? Then you're missing that. But you're also missing, all the transaction fees that are going through it or whatever. So if one of the moons really, really hard, yeah, you're like, oh, if I'd have just held, I would have made more money. But then, having this inflation tied to LP where you're actually getting token or benefit for holding it. I'm aping in hard with Tuttle actually on something that is on the Binance Smart Chain that I think, we're going to keep messing around with it. I think we're going to tell people about it in July. and kind of blow their shit up, because it's super fucking fascinating. But it's all DeFi, it's all based on Uniswap, the Uniswap variant, PancakeSwap, on BSC. But it's all super fast, and it's all like teaching Cottrell and I, and ultimately everybody else. Like, it's one thing I kind of grokked DeFi, but the rabbit hole goes really deep, and figuring out basically watching how it the gamification affects me and affects Cottrell and affects everybody else that gets into these different kinds of things. I think is only educational, right? Because then we can take those things that are really fun or that we ape really hard into because we think we see an opportunity that's going to teach us how to kind of build the things that we all kind of really like to fuck around with.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And by the way, if anyone is interested in Kate, don't just jump into it because we say so. I had an interview. I asked some questions and make your own judgment.
I mean, what he said is totally true. Now I'm very much not going to do that myself. Do what he says, not what I'm doing right now. Okay.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm easily amused.
It's fun. It's fun to see what happens there. It's an interesting gameplay for sure.
So, right? I think it'll be good. All right. Well, there you go. I'm just getting a little bit. I can't believe you went in and got. You said you got 2 million. So you would literally have 10% of all these K tokens.
I think I have 9 point something.
That's fun. The project that Cottrell and I are researching on BSC, I think we own like 30 to 35% of the liquidity pool between the two of us. It's like
I had 30% of the liquidity pool, but a few hours after my video, I didn't have it anymore.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, it's still not 100% secure. Watch Andrew's interview. I'm sure that's a good idea. This is like this is all throwaway money for me, right? Like that, just so that we're super clear.
It's a gamble. Like you're very early into the project. That is a risk if you're not comfortable
100%.
with that weight.
Right.
You don't have to have a chance of getting a high return if you think you might lose money, and if that is something you don't want to do, then don't do it.
Like I can throw, and I just threw a couple $100 this whatever.
I'm not throwing in my rent money, so to speak.
Right. Like it has to be stuff that you're comfortable with losing, because we get all excited about stuff and everybody gets FOMO, and it's such an important thing to not all joking aside, like that we are at a point now where we kind of just ape into stuff, just like understanding that it'll like my risk on Kate is 100%. Like I know it could completely, like everything I just put in there is gone, right? Yeah. And I get to be okay with that. And that wasn't always the case, right? There was a long time where I had to study my ass off to make sure that when I first started trading, like you're operating under different rules when you only have $200 to your name, which is how I started, right? It's just a different set of stuff. So anyway.
Yeah, increasing 10% on $10 isn't gonna change your life. So it's not. You need to find the right thing to do. When you have more money, if you can invest $10,000, then increasing 10% is actually it can be half your rent or your whole rent or something for free.
Right.
That can be something that changes your life depending on what you have as income and what situation you live in, or. In some part of the world, like $1,000 can get you going for months, and that's very crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, Morton, harder for the average Joe that needs to grind 40 to 80 hours a week for pay. Yeah, I mean that.
I do that.
Well, yeah, I work way more than like really close to 80 hours a week. But it's hardly a grind though, right? Like it's different. Like what we get to do is an absolute privilege. Frankly,
100%.
Right, and so the that's the thing, right? So like it all do only anything in this space with money that you just treat as gone, right? And then if something good happens, great. But if something really bad happens, which it's the freaking Wild West, huge bad things happen all the time. You're not in a space where you're super stressed about it. So like, oh well, whatever, right? That's the other reason why.
The Bitcoin going down right now. If you're not comfortable with that, perhaps you have too much into it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. That's how I treat it.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, and this is the lesson that I'm learning this year. I've been throwing that, build a hodl a tweet out every once in a while. Working as hard as we are on projects, I don't care what Bitcoin's doing. Like I really, really, and it's so much more fun because I used to be into this whole like, oh my god, why isn't Wax mooning? Oh my god, Bitcoin went down 10%. Now I just don't give a shit, right? Like because all I have to do, like, am I gonna spend any of it right now? No, right? I'm holding, the stuff that I have in sort of the blue chip cryptos.
Yeah,
like that's there for 4 years, right? Like I'm not even interested in this cycle. I'm interested in next cycle because just go look at the Bitcoin annual lows since inception. And then just sit on your hands and shut up, right? I had to learn that the hard way for a long, long time. I've been doing this for what, like 5 years, whatever it is, right? And the easiest way to do that is to build, like just build something, build any project. I don't care what it is. Build an NFT project, be a part of a community, be building some element, in our ecosystem that's bringing value to other people, and it clears your mind and can sometimes make you some money that then you can pile into, Bitcoin if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And for me right now, I'm a little bit concerned with everything because I am buying a farm. I need a ton of money for that. I need to pay taxes for all the crypto gains. Yeah. Like there's a lot of real world consequences if I do not care about it currently.
Right.
But outside of that, the last year or 2 years, I'm 100% the same. I just sit here and I put my head down and I work and I have fun. And if it goes up, if it goes down, doesn't change what I'm doing. I will continue with doing it either way. So.
Awesome.
But I'm in a luxury position. I can live on my earnings. My earnings are the same thing as I would do if I wasn't, like, I don't know. I work and I do the same thing as I would do otherwise.
Yeah.
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 We're blessed.
Yeah, it's true. Well, and I mean, how long? Like and this is, I think some people mistake this. Not a lot of people, but some people do. How long were you working in this space for $0?
I was never.
Oh, never?
I've been working for Sweden since
right. You're cooler than me. Well, fuck you. Like that's but no, but like the thing is, like, you went and studied, you went to school, you've been doing this stuff for Sweden, which is like a BP or whatever,
crazy
right?
Position. Yeah, exactly. I did work for the first 6 months without getting paid. I ran some websites, built some simple websites. So I did do that.
That's kind of what I'm talking about, right?
Then I got hired to do a lot of community work and do sysadmin, and then it's just been growing since then.
Well, and I think this is like I was in the space for 2.5 years, grinding like crazy for the last 18 months before meeting Blue and things starting to take off, right? So like it takes some time. Yeah. Unless you go in and like get a degree and can build, like if you've got the skills, because like, well, I play guitar, right? Like if you ask me to build a website, I'm just gonna be like, I like turtles, so it took some time. Anyway, I don't know, I'm ranting now.
Oh, but I think it's a valid point. There are a lot of people who are in that boat, and you kind of in a way have to create your own value sometimes, right? Like, and Anders is a really good example, right? Like patronizing Patreoning the NFT space essentially is what he did with the slices, which was kind of brilliant, right? Like to be able to and what did you say? They sold out in 60 seconds last month. That is like, people really want these. Like, that was a great idea, right?
Yeah, I'm in a blessed position where I have to find ways to make sure that those that actually want it to support me can get them, and not only those that want to flip it or get it on our planet. And that's a blessing, 100%. And I'm actually today I contracted a guy to write some very basic code for me because I don't have time for it, to perhaps enable that for the next month. So we will see.
Yeah, and like I think that's just brilliant. And if you think of something new, or you do something for a project that you appreciate and you try to move them forward, then I think eventually, well, if you're busy enough, then you won't make stupid mistakes. Like, that's an abundance, right? Like, I mean, and I made a couple tokens that might not ever do anything, but I learned a lot in the process, and it got me to where I am. So I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you need like an uplist there, buddy.
That's kind of what I'm doing. But like it's a little bit different because I don't have a bunch of community members that can build it for me.
Hey, you realize it's already built, right? Like if you wanted to use ours.
Yeah, but then how would I get everyone in there? So it is a whitelist. It is a whitelist 100%.
Yeah.
But I also need some other information. I need for tax purpose. I need more details from where they live, which sucks because I don't want that info, but I have to get it.
What if you were just dropping? What if you just whitelisted a sale to the just contracted the uplist for it? I mean, just like those are the only people that have access to it on NFT Blocks or Atomic or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. But I will build my own whitelist.
All right.
Based on them giving me the country information and everything that I need to sort out the VAT and boring things.
Got it.
Yeah, that's horrible, but hey, gotta comply or I get wrecked.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to get wrecked. Getting wrecked is bad. Faux show. All right, well, yeah, we should probably roll. Sorry, just
it's fun coming on and chit chatting, man.
Yeah, dude, it's always great to talk to you. You're freaking fantastic. Everybody knows this. Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know. Chris Tuttle tried to get some slices and couldn't. And like, if Tuttle can't get your stuff,
she was alone. It wasn't no one else.
She was the only one. She missed the cutoff by this much.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. What happened?
We'll be back tomorrow. With,
I heard that.
Another guest. We'll be back. I'll be back later tonight for another Journeys episode.
Cool. I like it.
Nice.
And yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, everyone.
Indeed. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll have some stuff listed out for the details for the rail sale that's coming up, and we're gonna chop real soon. And yeah, just do it. Rock and roll.